What is up, chat? We are live. We're on YouTube, the main channel, obviously, and we're on Twitch. We are on Twitch as well. First time we're streaming on the main channel and Twitch at the same time. Hope everybody's having a good, let's say, Tuesday night. What's going on? We got VDR and Upfrog over on Twitch. You guys are going to see firsthand. I might be a subpar Marvel Rivals streamer, but when it comes to this wrestling stuff, we don't miss. Alright, this is my forte. Noah Core Power Nation. You already know. YouTube, what's up? WWE Masters, John, Bad Dog, Jesse, Elliot, my guy, Carter, my guy. Can't get enough GM mode? I know, usually it's can't get enough universe mode, but today, it's GM mode. What's up, TK? Jack Cuh, the OG, the legend himself. We got Triple A in here. Houston C popping in. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're taking it back. We got the Xbox 360 hooked up. And we are ready to go with some old school SmackDown versus Raw 2007 GM mode. I put a poll up on the community tab. What was it? Friday, Saturday, something like that. Asking you guys, might have been before that, what GM mode we should do. I want to do 2006 eventually, but I got to hook up the PlayStation 2 for that, and that's a little bit more complicated. It's honestly not that complicated. We're gonna do it eventually, but 2007, 2008 are on 360, and that's one wire switch done. So you guys pretty by a landslide voted for 2007. I like 2008 too, but I will say 2007 my favorite WWE game, the best GM mode. So, you know, I wasn't going to bat an eye. I love all three games, 06, 07, and 08, but 2007, absolutely the best. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth from 2002, also one of my favorite WWE games of all time. Facts. We're spitting facts over here. Jacobson. What is going on? Monkey in the chat over on YouTube. Connor. Trill. I just saw you on my Twitter, Trill. Maybe last night or earlier today. I'm recognizing the profile picture. What is going on? Love your universe mode. Thank you guys. Greatest commentator. Yeah, I'm trying to stay humble over here. I'm kidding. No, thank you guys. Overall, 08 roster lacks a bit. It does. It does. It also doesn't help that Tommy Dreamer's one of the very few ECW legends that's in the game, and they made him the GM for ECW, so you can't use him in GM mode. It's, like, ridiculous. So that's where 2008 falls short. The roster with three brands gets spread a little thin, but I still enjoy it. If anything, that's the easiest GM mode to win. 06, 07, just as difficult as years, if you will. But 2008, you can win pretty easily in 2008 with all like the events you can do throughout the week and stuff. Are you playing story mode? No, we are playing GM mode. The greatest mode of all time. Honestly, eventually we are going to play some season modes, some story modes. We're going to go back to the SmackDown games, to SmackDown vs. Raw. You know, maybe we'll get into like the WWE 12 and 13 series eventually, but we are going to be doing a lot of streams with the old school WWE games. And I want to probably take some footage out of them as well and maybe turn them into videos. We'll see. But for now, we're just going to be streaming and it's going to be fun. I should honestly like hit record. Where the hell's the record button on OBS here? Not there. Oh, it's right freaking there. It's right in front of my face. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that in a couple minutes. What do you think of Obafemi's NXT title reign so far? It's been since what? New Year's Evil in January. I don't watch NXT every week. I can't. I don't have the CW. But honestly, even when it was on USA, I wasn't watching it every week. Now that it's on the CW, that's just like my extra excuse not to watch it every week. But, you know, I watched all the PLEs. I didn't see Great American Bash, but that didn't really feel like a PLE for NXT. They've been doing some shows that feel like PLEs and then others that just feel like this should have just taken place on Tuesday. But, I mean, for the most part, from what I've seen, I've been enjoying Obafemi. Absolutely great. Big things in universe mode down the line. Can't wait to use them. What's up, Leonardo, over on the YouTube chat? Sean Stapleton. Been a channel member for a hot minute, I believe, which I'm very appreciative of. Did I see a post where you're going to start talking about current day wrestling? Yeah, we're going to start doing some IRL wrestling discussions again. We're going to post them here on the gaming channel because, quite frankly, Even though I have an old channel that was built off the back of wrestling discussions and has 11K subscribers, I haven't posted there well, I posted one video the night Cena turned heel, but besides that, over a year, and it's essentially a dead channel, and it would take a lot of work for me to revitalize that channel and get the videos out there into the YouTube algorithm. And although I do want to make, some discussion videos, PLE predictions, and reviews, it's not going to be an influx of content. I'm not going to be posting every single, other day or anything like that, just talking IRL WWE. So the once in a while videos, a couple of times a month, I'm just going to post them here on the main channel. This is where we build our biggest following. 16.2 thousand subscribers. Thank you guys very much, on the road to 20K. And yeah, so we'll probably, I don't know if there's going to be anything before SummerSlam, but SummerSlam in a couple of weeks, we'll definitely do our predictions, we'll do our review, and I'm already trying to think up some ideas for some rebookings, some fantasy bookings, the stuff that was my favorite thing to do when I was doing that style of content. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. It is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. When is Noah Nation getting in the ring? I want to see that debut. I think that ship has sailed. There was a couple times throughout the years I was like, maybe, had some opportunities, but I was like, I don't think I'm cut out for that life. Love wrestling, through and through. I could talk about it all day, every day, but I think my purpose is better outside of the ring. I'll sit in a commentary booth. Hey, any independent wrestling companies out there? I'll sit at the commentary booth all day. You want me to call your show? I'm down. I'll do it solo. I'll do it with a partner. You need me to do color, play-by-play. I'll do it outside of the ring. You know what I mean? What do we got over on YouTube? YouTube chat buzzing. Thank you guys very much. How was your day? My day's going good. My day's going good. Honestly, we've just been working on stuff all day. We're doing some new thumbnails for the Universe Mode videos. I think it's just time for an update. The ones that we've been doing about the last year or so, I don't think are really hitting. I don't think they're not what I want it to be. So we're doing a fresh new slate with Universe Mode thumbnails. Pretty much got the layouts figured out, so slowly but surely. Honestly, not slowly but surely. I'm probably gonna get after it after the stream tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I'm gonna go back and I'm only gonna do it for 2K25, but the last 33 episodes we've done at this point of the 2K25 season, I'm gonna go make a fresh thumbnail for all of them, because it won't take too long. It's just a template and stuff like that. I'll talk to Pat McAfee, get you a spot in the booth. Oh, bet. Dude, Pat hasn't even been there in he hasn't been on Raw in 6 weeks. Not for anything bad, he's just a busy guy, but. Can I ask about your rebooking? How do you want to do it? I don't know exactly what you mean, but the rebooking stuff is just like for instance, over these videos are still out there. I didn't take them down or anything. I went back and rebooked the entire match card to WrestleMania 18 in 2002, because even though I personally like the WrestleMania, I'm nostalgic for it. Not a lot of people's favorite WrestleMania. And when you look at that show, hell of a lot of superstar talent, but I feel like it could definitely have been better with different matchups, different stories. So a couple of years ago, we went back and completely redid that card and the stories leading up to it. So that's kind of what we do with the rebooking videos. Fantasy bookings, usually stuff into the future. And yeah, we're going to be doing some of those on the channel. I don't want to say in the near future, but definitely coming in the future. I used to play 2008 GM mode and run out of money instantly. That was the end of my run. I feel like 06, 07, and 08, I've never really had problems. Maybe when I was a kid and I just didn't know what I'm doing, but I've never really had problems with the money. 2K25, current day my GM, whole different story, but we've been over that 1,000 times. Not really my my biggest cup of tea. My GM's a good mode. It just needs some work, in my opinion. Oops. Losing my spot over here. Do you think Jacob Fatu can defeat Gunther? I mean, I don't think he will, but but that's a hell of a matchup. I think Gunther most likely holds that world title until next WrestleMania, honestly. I don't know. They haven't really disclosed Sami Zayn's injury, so I don't know if it's real or if he's just taking time off. Most of the time they disclose what the injury is for Sami. They just, I think, said he was hurt. So I fully expect Sami to just come back, probably finish his feud with Cross, and I definitely see Sami Zayn versus Gunther next year at WrestleMania for the World Championship. Obviously, that could change, but if you're asking me now, that's what I think. What's up, Ahmed? Or Ahmed? I don't know. If I didn't say your name right, I apologize. Hey, Theory, I mean Noah. Yeah, dude, I'm waiting for my guy Austin Theory to get back on television. You know, we've seen Grayson Waller hanging out with the New Day for like 3 months backstage, but that's been it. So, you know, if they're going to split A-Town down under, hopefully they do it, you know, eventually, soon, and Austin Theory can go back to being a singles and live up to his potential that I believe he has. But thank you for stopping by, HK69. Giovanni, what's going on? Do you know what the first video will be? Yeah, it'll probably be the SummerSlam prediction video. Unless, you know, I just get this magical inspiration and a spark of idea, and I'm like, you know what, I'm diving into this right now. Something like a rebooking or a fantasy booking over the next 2 weeks. But I really want to take my time with all the videos. PLEs, reviews, I don't know how they're going to go. Maybe live, maybe not. But the PLE predictions, the rebookings, the fantasy bookings, I really want to take my time, edit them like I used to on the channel towards the end, where I was making graphics for everything. And, you know, it just really is like an overall experience of really trying to, like, bring you into the rebooking. So, like, you know, we're doing rebooking WrestleMania 36 and pretending it wasn't at the Performance Center during COVID. You know, we got the match card on the side of the screen. You guys keep up. So we're going to be taking our time with those videos. They're going to be some good stuff. El Grande Americano is coming in September. I'm a fan, dude. I know some people were like, oh, what? Dude, that's all you're giving us to replace the celebrity in the first DLC? I'd rather have El Grande Americano in my 2K25 than freaking Travis Scott or whoever it was going to be. It was most likely going to be Travis Scott, and then it got pulled for, you know, whatever reason. But I'm not complaining. I'm looking forward to it. You know, maybe we'll add in the universe mode eventually. Legit, no plans at all, but maybe. I don't know. What was your favorite PLE you've done in universe mode? I don't know. I feel like Clash at the Castle a couple months ago was sick. I mean, match quality overall has just been a lot better since we've started using 2 controllers, so that's up there. The Royal Rumble this year, a lot of fun. If the War Games matches didn't suck, in my opinion, last year's Survivor Series would be great as well. 4-month member, my friend. Love the content. Appreciate you, Sean. Are you going to put El Grande in universe mode? Yeah, I mean, maybe eventually. I legit have no plans, but we'll see. Why is everybody I'm seeing a couple retracted messages in a row. Stand on it, dude. Whatever you said, stand on it. Do you watch AEW? I don't. I used to watch AEW. I kind of fell off at, by like the end of 2021, or no, 2021, I'm sorry, 2023, I was pretty far gone, and really wasn't watching. But then after they aired the CM Punk footage with Jack Perry, and it was exactly what CM Punk said it was, I was like, I'm good. And then I know that might be a silly reason to not watch an entire company when there's a plethora of great wrestlers there, absolutely. Some of my all-time favorites, like Edge and Christian, but I don't care. Plus, like, it's just another thing to invest in. Dynamite and Collision and pay-per-views, and just like, I'm good. I get my fix watching WWE and doing the content. I'm good. I don't need to watch anything else. But, you know, wishing the best. Looks like they had a successful All In the other day. You would make a fantastic commentator. What's up, FGP? Was watching GCW the other day. It needs your voice. Commentator sounded so bored. I mean, I would love, you know, I used to do the DVD covers for GCW back in the early days of that company. I'm talking like 2006, 17 I started, 16. I think the summer of 2016 I think was the first DVD cover I did for them, and then that went up till like 2017. And I don't even know if they probably don't even put out DVDs anymore, but hey, I would love to get on the booth for old GCW, dude. I love me a good deathmatch. How do you edit your Photoshop stuff on your videos? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I make all the graphics on Photoshop and then just put them into the software or whatnot. What season are you on universe mode? I guess this was technically before. We'll get to GM mode in a second, guys. I'm just like, we haven't streamed like on the main channel for a game in a while, so I like catching up with chat here. Would you be able to make a video of how you set up your universe mode? I mean, that's something I want to do for my channel members eventually. You know, Backstage Pass, if you will, is kind of supposed to have some behind the scenes stuff, but maybe eventually, you know, I don't know. It's I always forget. That's the problem. I'm always like, I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna film that, and then I just get into the work itself, and I'm like, I completely forgot to film all this extra stuff. But I don't know. We'll see eventually. Juan Stop Motion, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. William said your content is amazing. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Jack Kuh, haven't watched WWE in a while. They lost me with their weird hypocritical statements. It's all fake. Don't believe anything we tell you until we tell a story where we want to believe it. I mean, I don't know. I know WWE's WWE at the end of the day. There's a million things where I could be like, I agree with this, I agree, don't agree with that, but I've been ingrained with this company for 20 years, so I don't think I'm going anywhere at this point. Who wins, Punk or Gunther at SummerSlam? I'm going to go Gunther. I'm going Gunther. Ricky Saints already in 2K25, or is he? No, he's not. I'm thinking of making WWE 2K videos. What would be a good video to do for the first 2K? I mean, whatever you want, dude. I do universe mode stuff, but if you don't play universe mode, do my GM, do showcase, play the island. I don't know. I think Travis was pulled because of that documentary coming out about the... I don't know anything about that. I think people aren't happy with it just because he's technically in the game already and people have made good ones in CC. I get it, but I mean, you get the full thing. You know, we've had incredible creations on community creations in the past, but it's like you like the Titantrons, the movesets, all this stuff, the commentary. I get it, but to me, it's like I'd rather that than nothing. You know what I mean? And if El Grande Americano is the replacement for what was just going to be a celebrity spot, I mean, I'll take it. What's up, James Reader? You should play SVR 2011 Universe. I would love to play Universe mode on like 2010 or 2011 eventually. I think that'd be fun. Not like the super serious videos, but just on stream, absolutely. Do you have any Universe mode draft ideas, like how to do it, and any storylines? I mean, the stuff I write, you know, especially when I started making the videos 4 years ago, was just stuff that I thought that I would watch if it was on real life television, like stuff I wanted to see. So, you know, write storylines and matches that if they were on real life WWE, you'd be like, hell yeah, I'm sitting down to watch this. Why don't you do an anniversary for your YouTube channel like Universe mode? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe when we get to like the 5-year anniversary of Universe mode, maybe we'll make a deal. I don't know. Not really something I think about just because the game changes every year and the thing keeps moving. When is Penta coming to Universe mode? Well, the DLC drops in what? Is it next week or 2 weeks? So whenever the DLC drops, it'll probably be a couple of weeks after that. James Reader, hope you're doing well. God bless you and your family. Sorry I've been really behind on the Universe mode episodes. Oh, dude, no problem. Listen, always take care of the personal stuff first. My silly Universe modes videos are absolutely obsolete compared to any personal stuff that you got going on. All I can hope for is that when you come here to the channel, whether it's the videos, the live streams, it's just a good escape and you can forget about everything you got going on and just enjoy, you know, the content and just be entertained for a little while. So hopefully, you know, you're having a good day, at least today, and you're enjoying the stream so far. 5-hour stream is coming on the 5th year anniversary. No promises. All right, let us get in to GM mode here. Let me move my webcam down a little bit. Well, we might adjust it once we start. Alright. Brand new GM mode. Also, we got the coffee. We got a nice Figment mug from the Epcot Festival of Arts 2024. Right? Yeah. We'll go normal difficulty. Your channel makes me happy and gives me joy. Today has been a great day. Awesome, dude. I'm super appreciative of that, and I'm glad. Oh, wait a minute here. I picked season mode by accident. Whoops. GM mode. What's up, Old Games Junkie? Brings back memories. Yeah, man. I have so many hours on this game in my life, whether it was on PlayStation 2 or buying it for 360, however many years ago it was. Good times. Alright. Who said choose Raw? TK said choose Raw. I'm thinking of choosing Raw because normally I always go SmackDown in this game for some reason. Not always. But I feel like I go SmackDown a lot. And you know, we do got the red around the microphone. It's always washed out on camera. We got some red around the microphone today. We're feeling Raw. We also got some red on our t-shirt. A nice Universe mode like no other. Hold up. Noah Nation Gaming t-shirt. Can you see it? Available now. Link in description. Go check it out. Let me Turn the old light on here. Not that it's doing too much, but... Look at that beauty. Yeah, designed by Elliot, and we're working on some stuff. I really like the font he used for this, this design. And I really want to refresh all the logos for the channels, so, he's in the lab, is what we're trying to say. You know, just, I literally put my controller down so hard. This freaking Xbox 360 controller, bro. AA batteries in this bitch. I'm trying to reconnect. There we go. Okay. Everyone take it easy. I'm sweating in here, dude. It's hot. The season mode was kind of fun in this game, if I remember correctly. Oh, for sure, dude. What's up, Julian's Playhouse? How's your day going? What's going on, Mars? My day's going great, dude. It's getting even better. We're streaming. We're going to do some GM mode. I'm freaking pumped up. TDM. Benjamin, what's up? Alright. Let's go ahead. God, I'm freaking burping over here. Trust me, choose Raw. You know something I don't know? Alright. Got that all set up. Just draft all jobbers. Jack, that's a horrible idea. It's a horrible idea. Where should we put? I think we are going to play as Raw. Does anybody need to read the rules? This game's 19 years old. Raw's got the women's championships. SmackDown's got the cruiserweights. Blah, blah, blah. This is not my first rodeo. Alright, let's move my webcam to the other side here so you guys can see the Raw bracket. Which, by the way, dude, just look how beautiful this thing is, dude. Look how beautiful that is. Ugh. The amount of time, the amount of drafts we've done. I wish I had a number of how many drafts I've done in this game. So freaking cool. What's up, CVS Kid? Nice streaming a good wrestling game. People only ever stream 2K these days. Listen, I'm mostly a 2K channel, universe mode, but we're going to be doing a lot more throwback streams, so thank you for stopping by. This game is as old as me. I wanted to read that? What do you mean? Oh, the rules. Oh, Jack. Alright. SmackDown versus Raw 2007 GM mode, playing as Monday Night Raw. Who is going to be our very first draft pick? Let's go ahead. Sort by popularity. Chat, I'm going to need your help here. I need chat interaction. Let us know who we drafting. Not number one specifically, but who's coming throughout the draft. Keep it up. I want to see some names in that chat. I have a universe that I do just for fun, and I make all the graphics. I have no reason to, but it's fun, and I see my ideas come to life with a match card. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I used to do that stuff all the time. With, like the Windows Paint back in the day. And I did it for my action figures. No, it was just for me. Alright, TK said Batista. Carter said HBK. What's up, Fatal Phantom? Been a rough 2 weeks. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Fatal Phantom. Hopefully today, like you said, you're ready to chill. Hopefully today we can keep your mind off stuff, give you some entertainment, have a good time. Yeah, that's all I can hope for. But thank you for stopping by, man. Prayers to you. Hope everything gets better. What's up, Freddy? Thank you for stopping by. Triple H, Cena, Taker, Angle, Taker, Angle, Carlito, Jack. You gonna be fucking serious or not? Are you gonna be serious or not? Get serious. John Cena, Kurt Angle says average atheist. I feel like Kurt Angle's the popular decision here. I'm seeing more angles than anybody else. So, also, if somebody, no, we don't have subscribers on Twitch yet. I set one of my, I don't know if it's for subscribers or bits, but like eventually when we get our Twitch up there, because we are streaming on Twitch right now, by the way, for all the YouTube people who are just getting in here. If you prefer Twitch more, we're over on Twitch right now, so you can go check us out. But one of the like pop-ups when somebody, I think it subscribes or sends bits, whatever, when we get there eventually, is literally Kurt Angle, and he's just, yeah! Like, I forget it's the TNA one backstage, or if it's the, I think it's the WWE one, after Mark Henry puts him through the announce table, which I was actually there for, by the way. But it's freaking epic. It's a nice little gift that pops up. So go follow on Twitch so we can get there eventually. Yeah! Alright. Kurt Angle coming in as the very first draft pick. We're signing everybody for 3 months. You know, 5 weeks, we're going to be signing people. I have to re-sign them left and right. 3 months is fine. Not too expensive. SmackDown getting Triple H. SmackDown gets Triple H. Kurt Angle on topic. Chris Benoit, I don't care. He was goated. I'm not afraid to pick Chris Benoit, dude. We've talked about Benoit open and honestly on this channel before. I got no problem using Chris Benoit. It's a fucking video game at the end of the day, so. Trish, we do need to probably get some women, at least unless we're just not going to use the women's championship at all. So Trish, I don't think we're going to get her right now, but we probably will pick her up. You know, a couple slots in. Paul Burchill, Sean? No. No. Paul Burchill? At the number 2 pick, this man says Paul Burchill. Paul Burchill, the pirate who used to swing down the SmackDown set and then like disappeared, came back, and he was like in love with his sister or something on that ECW, and then Raw, or maybe it was Raw then ECW. We're not getting Paul Burchill. I did have his action figure though, both of them, both characters, the pirate and the post-pirate. Why does my controller keep disconnecting? It's because it's a freaking Xbox 360 controller. I picked Trish anytime. Dude, you should have saw Trish this past Sunday. Had a nice, had an old return match. Bad Dog says Benoit. Thank you for using Tidal Wave again. You got it, Byron. I was definitely using that. Carlito, Lita, Benoit, Mysterio, Booker. All right. Pick number 2. I've seen like 1 HBK so far. Honestly, I thought I was going to see more HBKs because he's the most popular guy in the game. Not Triple H, which is surprising. Alright, number 2. We have Kurt Angle. I like Booker T, but he's a little bit down here. He'll definitely be here in a couple of rounds from now. Can you guys hear this fan, by the way? Because if you can, I will turn it off. Because it's probably obnoxious, but if you can, I'm keeping it on because low-key kind of sweating. Alright. Cena, Ray. Alright, I'm seeing a couple Mysterio, so my favorite wrestler of all time. He's got his own shelf back there and more on the second shelf. Rey Mysterio, come on down. You're coming to Monday Night Raw, baby. Shawn Michaels, number 2, going to SmackDown. Number 3 for Monday Night Raw. Who's it going to be? At a wrestling match earlier today versus a kid called Oliver. And I took a suplex but landed wrong and fucked my neck up and it really hurts. Well, I should probably get that checked out if it hurts that bad. Or just piece up Oliver the next time you see him. Alright. Cena. Oh, you can't hear it? Alright, that's good. Benoit. Where's Benoit? Benoit's kind of down. He's like around here with Booker, so I think he'll still be here in a couple rounds. Like there's like that good, solid mid-card section of guys, which are like basically like main eventers too, like JBL and stuff, but still got a lot of all-stars here. So we'll pick through some of those first. Sean saying Benoit. Fatal Phantom saying Randy. First person that said Orton. Benoit. I think we're going to wait on Benoit, but I could be convinced for Randy Orton. Just pick Carlito so Jack will have to suggest something else. I might pick up Carlito, dude. I might. This is 2006, 2007, baby. Carlito's a solid guarantee, going to be on television every week. Probably wrestling for the Intercontinental Championship, dude. But he's not a number 3 pick. Alright? Freddie says Edge. The GOAT Edge. Edge is up here, dude. Should we get the rated R superstar, dude? Edge versus Angle. Edge versus Ray. Man, we're turning Monday Night Raw into to SmackDown 2002. All right. At draft pick number 3, we're getting the rated R superstar, Edge. And for number 3 for SmackDown, they're getting the franchise player. At this point in time was only a 2-time WWE champion, John Cena, going to SmackDown. Carlito is the #1 pick. Mando Fett said Carlito too. Oh my goodness. Where's this Carlito bandwagon coming from? I actually just bought a copy of SVR 07 the other day for $360. I think I completely threw in the other day part, dyslexia. So can't wait to play it. It's going to be my first time playing it. I heard it's one of the best wrestling games of all time. I personally think it is. GM mode's great, season mode, great storylines, great roster. Just a great mode. Loney Jones, member for 15 months over on YouTube. Thank you very much. Yo, by the way, guys, hold on. Let me double check. I don't mean to push anything on here on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody just relax here. Let me just, hey, shut up. We do have, I'm only mentioning this because this was like a thing for a while here on the channel. And people were like, why can't we give subs? That's the only reason I mentioned it. I'm not trying to push it on anybody. But we do have gifted subs on YouTube now. Gifted memberships, I'm sorry. Gifted memberships on YouTube. For a while, we couldn't because we didn't have a tier that was $5 or less. But we now have a channel membership tier that is $2.99, I think. And that gets you, obviously, the badges, the emojis, and the Universe Mode PLE kickoff shows, which were originally just for Backstage Pass members, but front row seat, $2.99, you get the PLE kickoff shows. And then if you want more, Backstage Pass, PLE kickoff shows, and the Universe Mode house shows. So, there you go. Gifted memberships now available in the chat, and just in general, if you want to sign up, hit the join button. Very much appreciated. Alright, now that we're done with the good housekeeping, let's get into draft pick number 4. Get the SmackDown 6. Chad is with me. We want Carlito. I will get Carlito. Just not this pick. Can't wait for Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, man. He's already picked Edge. Rated RKO on Raw. Orton is still available. We could get rated RKO. Punk is not in 2007, unfortunately. His first game is 2008. 2008. Neither is Jeff Hardy, not in this game as well. Oh my goodness, Laney Byers in the chat said you better pick Randy. Well, he is a topic of discussion right now. Eric said Clark. Mando Fett said the Dead Man. I said Eric said Clark. The guy's name is Eric Clark. Eric said get Undertaker. Anyway, Mando Fett said Undertaker as well. James said Undertaker. Sean said Undertaker. Alright. Coming to Monday Night Raw is The Undertaker. And going to SmackDown is old The Animal, Dave Bautista. So you know what that means, guys. It means we have to follow it up. Pick number 5, coming to Monday Night Raw. Old school. Only one world title under his belt at this point. The Legend Killer. Randy Orton. Coming to Monday Night Raw, dude. We got rated RKO. We got Angle. Yeah! Rey Mysterio. My favorite of all time. We got The Undertaker. Our roster's looking good, and we're just getting started. Randy Orton's hot. This is our first woman in the chat, as we can see. Favorite of all time is Undertaker. That's a hell of a pick. That's a hell of a pick. Bad Dog said Mr. Kennedy. Not opposed to that. Woof. She has been Laney, go subscribe to Laney over on Twitch, or follow, subscribe. Some social medias are follow, some subscribe, join, I don't know. Go over to Laney's Twitch, give her a follow, and subscribe. She's going full time, guys, so go over to her Twitch. Bing bang boom. Who wants Taker when you can have Carlito? Brother. Freddy, member for 4 months, haven't been on here recently, so can you give me a recap of Universe Mode from week before? That's a lot, Freddy. That's a lot. I can't do it all right now. You're asking for like 8 hours of content. No nation. Bobby Lashley. I'm thinking about starting a Super Crazy bandwagon. Dude, I love Super Crazy, dude. Great action figure as well. I had him and Psychosis, the old Mexico's 2-pack. Great stuff. What's up, RDF? Love your channel. It's prime viewing for me and my sons. Oh, that's awesome. Where do you get the fonts for your shows? A lot of stuff I honestly download off this website called Da Fonts. And a lot of stuff's free on there. and then Photoshop just has like its own basic stuff. But yeah, go to dafonts.com, DA fonts, and that's where I get a lot of my fonts that I use for graphics and whatnot. Alright, pick number 6. Who's it gonna be? Bobby Lashley, Foley, Super Crazy. No Jeff Hardy, must have been in TNA. Well, Jeff Hardy was back in WWE at this point, but this game comes out November 2006. Jeff Hardy comes back August 2006, so it was just too late to get him in the game. SmackDown took Super Crazy. SmackDown did not take... Holy shit, they did take Super Crazy. We didn't even... I did not even realize that, because we took Undertaker and Orton so fast back to back. Oh, well. We're not getting... Super Crazy's not coming to Raw, guys. Sorry. I'm doing 2K25 Legends only, my GM. That's lit. Need to move up to my mic a little bit here. The only thing, I readjusted the screens here, so like it was easier for setup and you guys had a better background. I need to get honestly a third screen and mount it like right here so I could just look up for chat and not have to break my neck looking to the right, but one thing at a time. If any donations today might go towards a third monitor, so we can just have chat up here and I can just casually go like this and not like this. We'll get there. Alright. Chris Masters? I mean, I do like Chris Masters. Alright. Foley or RVD? I mean, honestly, we're at this point. So, we got Foley, RVD, Booker, Lashley. We got that H.O. boy, Ric Flair. We got the... Dude, yo, speaking of Chris Benoit, on my mom, bro. Not kidding. And I'm saying that because some people won't believe me. Literally... Well, it was Sunday? It was Sunday. I'm walking in Walmart. Guy is like 10 feet ahead, and I see... He's got a black shirt on and the old school WWE logo like right on the top. So I knew from the fact that it had that logo right there that this shirt, whatever he was wearing on the other side, had to be from the span of 02 to 05. Because that's about the years they had like the scratch logo on the back of like the neck right here. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta wait to see what this dude's wearing. He's got an old school WWE shirt on, clearly out of the Ruthless Aggression era. I gotta see this. Bro turns around, rabid Wolverine Chris Benoit shirt. I was like, yo, I didn't say anything because I don't like people. I don't want to talk to them. But I was like, you know what? We're going to find it right now. But dude had, and it didn't say it literally just said Rabid Wolverine on it. So that's probably why he had the balls to wear it out in public. But it was in great condition too. Like he clearly did not wear this shirt a lot. This is the shirt right here. That's the shirt. Rabid Wolverine, dude. And it was in peak condition. I probably stared at him for a good 10 seconds. I was like, holy shit. This guy's got a Chris Benoit shirt on. And it looks fucking sick. Like, this dude hadn't washed it. I mean, that sounds bad. That sounds like he probably stunk. But he was a normal looking dude. And the shirt looked clean. I'm trying to put him over like I know him personally. But I was flabbergasted. Just middle of Sunday afternoon in the middle of Walmart, dude. Rabid Wolverine shirt. I was like, yo, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Where we leave off in chat? I think looking up will hurt more if you read chat a lot. I mean, it's not going to be, like, up high. It's just going to be, like, right here. So I'll be looking like this. It won't be that bad. Only one way to find out, you know what I mean? Do you have TikTok? I do. Noah Nation Gaming Clips. Well, I don't know if it updated to Clips. I just added the Clips thing today. But just type in Noah Nation Gaming. You'll see the logo. You'll see me. But I do have I was actually going to stream on TikTok tonight, but I have to, like, do an initial, like, 25-minute stream for, I don't know, it was a bunch of crap. Freddie with the $1.99, appreciate that. Mount Rushmore wrestlers, non-North America? I'm going all Lucha Libre guys, off the top of my head. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Psychosis. Conan. That's a hard question, I'll be honest. Alright. I'm seeing some RVDs. We're going Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam. Yo, everybody in the chat right now, hit it. Rob Van Dam, dude. Coming to Monday Night Raw. Yeah, RVD and Ray as a tag team, dude. I would love to wear merch from a murder. That's great. Well, listen, like I said, it didn't have Benoit's name on it. It just said Rabid Wolverine. So, like, even if you know Chris Benoit and his story, you probably might not, like, if a non-wrestling fan, meaning a non-wrestling fan might not know that a shirt that just says Rabid Wolverine is a Benoit shirt. So unless you're a wrestling fan, you're not looking at that guy any differently. Because if anything, they might think it's a Wolverine X-Men shirt until they see the WWE logo on the back. But that's probably why he wore it. That's probably why he wore it. Ray is from San Francisco. First off, Ray is from San Diego, California, but born in Mexico. These guys might have ventured over to the States. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's south of the border. I'm sorry. All right. Who's coming? Number 7 to Monday Night Raw. We got Lashley. We got Booker. We got Then Ain't Ya Boy, Ric Flair. We got the man of the hour, the Rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit. Bad Dog said Trish. Surprisingly, Melina. Okay, I was making sure they didn't, SmackDown didn't draft her. Surprisingly, Melina is the most popular diva, if you will, woman in this game. Then it's Lita, then it's Trish. But Trish is obviously the best one. So, Upfrog, if you're still watching, come on down, baby. Yo, let's see our theme music right now. Oh, it's time for rock and roll. Trish Stratus, welcome to Monday Night Raw. That was crazy. The islands of Samoa are in North America. Bro, do I look like I know geography, bro? I just went, listen, I got a soft spot for Lucha Libre Mexican talent, so the second we ruled out all of North America, I just went there, mentally. Upfrog, VDR, still hanging out over on Twitch. Appreciate you, brothers. Welcome back, JJ. I've seen people wear weirder shirts. I saw someone with a shirt of Charles Manson's face on it. Oh, well, people wear weird shirts all the time, but just the fact that it was a Chris Benoit shirt, I was like, pfft. Honestly, it could have been any, like, Ruthless Aggression era WWE shirt, and I would have been like, that's sick. It could have been a Carlito shirt. Yo, do you guys remember? I literally had it, and I might still have it in my attic. 2006, orange t-shirt, Carlito cartoon on the front. Looks awesome. Then it says on the back something about I don't swallow, I spit, or something like that. And it's like, hey man, who the fuck's wearing this? You just ruined a good shirt. But 7-year-old me had it because I was like, yo, I love Carlito. I don't think I have it maybe I do, but drafting a woman 7th instead of 1st, guy hates feminism. Pfft. I mean, in this day and age, dude, we're not talking about Rhea Ripley and Io Sky over here. We're talking about, like, bra and panties matches. So, like, you know, we have to put ourselves in a 2006, 2007 mindset. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Has this camera been fucking moving with me the whole time, bro? This thing's supposed to be frozen. Now I gotta pull... Some bitch, dude. And nobody told me, dude? This thing's supposed to be a one-shot. Now I gotta pull up the freaking Insta360 Link controller. Turn off the tracking. There we go. Jeez Louise. He loved the rivalries matches. Don't let him fool you. Listen, all I'm saying is, you know, Torrie Wilson used to walk to the ring with a little dog. I wasn't watching Torrie Wilson's entrance in 2006 for the little dog. You know what I mean? I was watching for her dogs. Kevin Plays, what's going on? Mark, thank you for stopping by. Crazy time just to come in, Mark. Crazy time. We've been having a hell of a stream. How long have we been streaming? 50 minutes. We are like 8 picks in. Because we've just been bantering. Well, we don't have the U.S. Title, Sean. We have the Intercontinental Championship, but all right. So who we picked? Trish. I feel, well, we can't even pick the Rabid Wolverine. Chris Benoit going to SmackDown. I completely missed who they picked. Puppies reference. Yeah, Jerry Lawler. Everybody's favorite on social media, Jerry Lawler. You can't see a clip from the Ruthless Aggression or Attitude Era that Jerry Lawler's on commentary for and not go in the replies and see somebody like, oh, Jerry Lawler just ruined the moment with his non-funny joke. I don't know, maybe I just grew up during the time, so it hits different for me. I don't know. Kane, Carlito, oh my goodness. All right, hold on. All right, so let me get Lita. Hear me out. Let's get Lita, so Trish at least has an initial rival, and then as long as SmackDown doesn't pick Carlito, we'll get Carlito Caribbean Cool. Remember when he first debuted in 2004, and his whole name was Carlito Caribbean Cool, and then eventually, like a couple months later, they dropped it. It was just Carlito. Crazy. All right, let's get Lita at the number 8 slot. SmackDown got the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Not sure why I rolled my R's there. We're not talking about Rey Mysterio. But at number 9, chat wanted it. Chat gets it. Lita, woo woo. Chat wanted it. Chat's getting it. He doesn't swallow. He spits. And he is freaking cool for it. Former United States champion. Former Intercontinental champion. I was going to say former WWE Tag Team Champion, but in 2007, he was not a Tag Team Champion yet. So, Carlito, come on down. You're coming to Monday Night Raw, baby. Carlito! Look at the big pop in the chat, dude. For Carlito. Freddie has to go. Have an amazing stream. Freddie, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Now you're going to win because I got Carlito. Carlito is the guy who's gonna be the difference maker. He's the what is it? He's the needle mover for the industry. Pick number 10. SmackDown got Molina, by the way. Pick number 10. I saw somebody just say Umaga in the chat. Armando Alejandro Estrada is not in the game. But Umaga is. We got Booker. We got Mr. Kennedy. We got JBL. We got the Big Show. We got Finley. We got the Boogeyman. Speaking of the devil, we got Torrie Wilson and her puppies. We got Johnny Nitro. We got the Big Red Machine, Kane. And it just keeps going and going. And we start getting into the jobbers. Alright. Who's it gonna be? If they're not... Look at the screen right now. You guys actually can't see everybody. If they are not on your screen right now, don't say them. Between Lashley and Boogeyman, put your picks in the chat. I'm seeing a couple Kennedys already. There's another Mr. Kennedy, Kevin says. Mark says old Bobby Lashley. Is he still AW Tag Team Champion right now? Good for him. Love Bobby Lashley. Wish he was still in WWE, honestly. Booker. Jack says Chavo because Jack doesn't listen to the rules. Connor says Booker. Adam, thank you for stopping by. He said Booker. Mando says Umaga. I feel like it's between Booker and Mr. Kennedy right now. That's who chat's feeling. Booker T or Mr. Kennedy. Tell me you didn't just say that. I'm seeing a couple people just not want no, we're not getting Chavo yet. We're not getting Paul Burchill yet. We're not getting Finley. We're not getting Boogeyman yet. Mr. Kennedy, all right. Mr. Kennedy, we're going to make you the star you should have been, baby. Come on down. Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. Bro, I was there, by the way, for that Survivor Series 2006 Undertaker chair shot to Mr. Kennedy, dude. That is infamous at this point. I posted a reel a couple years ago on my other channel talking about it. Did numbers. I should honestly re-upload it on this channel. Mr. Kennedy, great guy. SmackDown went and got 2 of the top divas, by the way. So while you guys are suggesting horrible names in the chat, SmackDown pulled Melina and Mickie James right out from underneath my feet. VDR said Booker over on Twitch. VDR said Booker T. Johnny Nitro next. I don't know. Travis Scott. I'm going to have to take a rain check on that one. Appreciate it. We got 28 people, at least at the given moment. I don't know if that changed, but 28 people watching over on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. We're just getting started. We're not even halfway, or we're about halfway during the draft at this point. Chavo is great. He is a great name. But, you know, we got to get the top stars when they're here. Kane, so you can have the Brothers of Destruction. That is true. That is true. Kane's pretty far down. I mean, I guess this is 2006. Wasn't doing much of excitement in 2006. Feuded with Luke Gallows as himself. Had the feud with Umaga. Him and Big Show had a one-off. That was the year of the May 19th and See No Evil, but wasn't like he was... You know, he was a prominent star on television. He was on Raw every week, and then eventually moved to Smack. You know what? Maybe I should take everything back. He moves to SmackDown as the Inferno match with MVP. Maybe Kane did have a good 2006. Rivals at 7. Don't be late. I might be a little late. I might be a 7:38, but I will be playing Marvel Rivals tonight. Umanga. All right, Kane or Umaga? Kane or Umaga? Who are we going with next? By the way, let me move this back. Why didn't anybody tell me to move this back? Come on, guys. You're supposed to keep me accountable. Are you going to book Heat? Maybe. I don't know. Heat's kind of hard because, like, you don't have enough talent for it. VDR said Kane all day. I forgot we got Booker and JBL. JBL, look, we're talking a former WWE champion here. Old John Bradshaw. Kane, Umaga, Kane, Tori. We'll get Tori. Honestly, we'll get Tori Wilson next, just so we have another woman. I'm thinking we get the Brothers of Destruction, baby. The Big Red Machine. Come on down. Kane coming to Raw. SmackDown selects old Gregory Helms, the longest reigning cruiserweight champion in SmackDown history. All right, so Monday Night Raw. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get the puppies. Tori Wilson, come on down. Great seeing her in the crowd at Evolution. Hasn't aged a day. Looks absolutely incredible. Bobby Lashley going to Friday Night SmackDown on UPN, but over on the USA Network on Monday Night Raw. Who we getting? Umaga, Big Show, Umaga, Kane. Well, we just got Kane. Shelton Benjamin. Do love me some Shelton. Evolution, favorite pay-per-view of the year. Fantastic. Oh, dude, Evolution, the best PLE of the year so far. No doubt about it. The women have legitimately carried the WWE in terms of an in-ring perspective all 2025. Best matches, outside of a select few, going to the women. No doubt about it. SmackDown took Greg. You're screwed now, Chavo. Oh, my goodness. All right. Booker, JBL, Umaga. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take some leeway here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the five-time WCW champion. We're gonna get Booker T on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown got old Candice Michelle, aka Candice LeRae, if you are Michael Cole. Number 14. What other women do we have? We have Jillian Hall. And that's it. It was a rough time in 2006, 2007 in the, if you even want to call it, division for the women. It was basically Trish, Lita, up until they retired for the time being, Mickie James. WWE struck gold when Beth Phoenix came up because it was like, thank God Mickie James has somebody else to compete with. What's up, Ben, over on Twitch? Thanks for stopping by. Michelle McCool. Nah, she's not in. Michelle McCool was in 2008, I believe. I keep hitting my controller so hard that I'm disconnecting it. Alrighty here. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm surprised JBL's still here, honestly. Guarantee now that I said that, he'll be the next pick. But for Monday Night Raw, we're going to get the Samoan Bulldozer, Umaga. There you go. Just like I said, the next pick for SmackDown is old John Bradshaw Layfield. Number 15 for Monday Night Raw. Who's it going to be? Mark Henry? Oh my goodness. Where's he at? Did he get picked yet? Honestly, the fact that Mark Henry is so low in this game in terms of popularity. Remember, this game comes out November 2006. If anything, 06 up to that point was Mark Henry's best year. Like, he goes out with injury in July. But the dude wrestled Kurt Angle at the Rumble. Was he on No Way Out? He might have, I don't think he was on No Way Out that year. Him and Taker at Mania. Him and Angle continue to feud in the Judgment Day. And then, you know, he's doing stuff with Batista up until he gets hurt. Best year of Mark Henry's career up until that point. The fact that he is so low in popularity in this game under guys like I mean, we're talking about names who are on television, right? But, you know, Kid Cash, Psychosis, Joey Mercury, who spent half the year on the shelf. Like, very shocking. Very shocking. Daivari when? Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's get Vito, guys. You guys remember Vito? Wore a dress. That Vito. The Hardys in here. Matt Hardy is. Jeff Hardy is not in this game. He is back in 2008. Now, I'm surprised nobody's called for the Big Show yet. We got some Paul White haters in the chat, dude. I love me some Big Show, dude. Soft spot for the Big Show. Literally, like 2 months ago, Big Show randomly popped in my head, and I was like, you know, I don't know. I don't watch AEW anymore. I'm like, what's this guy doing these days? So I just went on his Instagram, was just scrolling for like 2 minutes. I'm just like, you know, I'm glad he's doing well. He looks to be in good shape. I think he's still doing the panels, like the pre-shows for AEW. Shout out Big Show, dude. Old Paul White. Just a good guy, company guy, always did his job well. Can be a good guy, can be a bad guy, can be serious, can be funny. Put some respect on Big Show's name. Hell yeah, get the Big Show. That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, now everybody's starting to rally. Now everybody's like, oh yeah, Big Show. Where were you? Where were you? I'm bringing the Big Show to Monday Night Raw, bro. Put some respect on Paul White's name. SmackDown gets the masterpiece, Chris Masters. You know, the Chris Masters, a guy who he is that one guy, and Carlito was in there as well up until he obviously came back a few years ago and had a little bit of a run. But Chris Masters is a guy who every year, because he's still active, he still does independence, he's not super old, he's in phenomenal shape. I'm like, yo, can we get this guy doing a Royal Rumble appearance? And unfortunately, like, the more the years go on, I'm like, man, some of these new people aren't even going to know, these new fans aren't even going to know who Chris Masters is, but, like, I'd pop huge. I feel like he's a guy who WWE, like, Carlito got a couple year run, Shelton got a couple year, like, can we bring back Chris Masters for a couple years, dude? I'm not saying he needs to do much, just throw him in there like Rusev and Sheamus, have some banger matches, because I guarantee you he's capable of it. Chris Masters for the 2026 Royal Rumble. Put my stamp on it now. Kane, Undertaker, Big Show forever be top three. You're talking about three of the greatest big men in the history of the business right there. And Big Show does not get enough credit, does not get enough respect. The please retire chants back in 2015, 2014, absolute disrespect to one of the greatest. I'm picking Big Show over Kazuchika Okada any day of the week, and you can clip me on that, bro. Well, it's the Big Show. Anyway, Master Lock Challenge. Dude, I want to meet Chris Masters and be like, yo, I want you to put me in the Master Lock and, like, put it on. I want to pass me out to the Master Lock, bro. And I need it on video. Just for proof. Boogeyman, Chavo, Snitsky, Finley. Big Show was a W when he ruined Big Boss Man. Or fuck. When Big Boss Man ruined Big Show's dad's funeral. There's some wild storylines back in the day. And Big Show's like riding on the casket. Oh, man. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'd get Mark Henry, but honestly, we got a lot of big men, dude. We got a lot of big men. I'm thinking Shelton. I'm thinking Boogie. Finley. I mean, Nitro, maybe. We got Khali in here as well, bro. This is 2006. This is Khali's first game. Hell of a render, by the way. Some of the renders in this game are very cool. I'm taking some creative liberty here. Shelton Benjamin. Ain't no stopping me, no! Coming to Monday Night Raw. Intercontinental Championship going to be wrapped around his waist in no time. Finley, the Fighting Irish, going to SmackDown. Pick 17. Who's it going to be? Khali is a monster. Dude, yo, I literally just saw the other day on Instagram, Great Khali, literally like early 20s, maybe like my age, like 25, 26. And I guess he was doing bodybuilding at the time, so obviously this was years ago, but I was like, bro, I should have saved it. Now I'm going to have to look it up later. Bro was in incredible shape. And like a lot of wrestling fans have seen Khali, like he had a New Japan run before he came to WWE, and like he was pretty limber. Like he was moving, dude. When he gets to WWE, it's like somebody like forgot to put WD-40 in all of his joints. So it's a different story, but like Khali, for the size he was, could move around back in his New Japan days. And then before that, clearly, from the one picture I saw, was a hell of a bodybuilder. Not saying, I don't know if he competed, I don't know if he won any freaking trophies or anything in, you know, Punjab, India, but Khali, great guy. I think he was at backstage at a WWE show 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more, and he was just posting on Instagram pictures with everybody. It was like him and Cena. I was like, yeah, this guy's awesome, dude. There are legends in this game, but I don't think I have many unlocked because I haven't really done anything besides GM anytime I've had this on 360. I think Eddie's unlocked, but we didn't add him to the roster, so we have to do that eventually. Jeff Hardy's not in this game. I'm seeing some Nitros in the chat. You saw the exact post? Dude, Khali was a unit, bro. Alright, let's get old Johnny Nitro. Old John Morrison, Johnny Impact, Johnny TV, Johnny 69, whatever all his names are. Lesnar is not in this game. He is not in this game, unfortunately. I think Lesnar's last game was, I mean, maybe one of the Raw games. I'm not sure. I never played either of the Raw games, but I know he obviously was in SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. He was literally on the freaking cover of it. After that, though, I'm not sure. Get Mercury. We could get Joey Mercury as well. We don't have Melina. Maybe we could trade for her. Not that it really matters. Joey Mercury. Should we complete MNN? What about Cena? Cena's long gone. Cena's long gone. John Morrison was a baddie. Oh my goodness, dude. Joey Mercury, dude. Underrated talent. Joey Mercury could fucking work, bro. This guy could work. I wish they did more when he came back in 2010. It was part of the Straight Edge Society, dude. They let that shit crumble. Him and Gallows, Punk, Gallows, Mercury, and Selena. Yeah. So what the fuck's her name? She's in AEW. I'm trying to think of her last name, but you guys know the Straight Edge Society. They let that shit crumble too fast. They could have went on a multiple year run, killed it in less than a year. That's just me. Alright, we're getting Joey Mercury, dude. I'm seeing it in the chat. Joey Mercury, I promise we will try not to break your nose Armageddon 2006 style. Mercury, come on down. We got 2 more picks left. 2 more picks, and we got over $2 million. But like we said earlier, money's not really a problem in this game. He was better in the Authority. He was a freaking security guard in the Authority. She's saying that because that's her peak years watching WWE. Authority kicking off Raw with 20-minute promos every week. Those are her peak years. I don't think she was watching Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro tearing it up with London and Kendrick in 06. Which, by the way, the fact that Paul London and Brian Kendrick were snubbed from this game, you guys got to remember, this is back in the day when the entire main roster wouldn't make the game. There would be guys left off the game every year. It wasn't like, hey, if you're on Raw or SmackDown, guaranteed to be in. Obviously, NXT wasn't around. But this is before, like, it was guaranteed the entire roster would be in. So, like, London and Kendrick snubbed from this game is ridiculous. Hell of a run in 06. Won the titles. Had them for, like... When did London and Kendrick lose the tag team titles? Freaking... Gotta be summer, maybe 07? Or no, I think it was maybe around... It was around WrestleMania 23. They lost to Deuce and Domino. But still, dude. London and Kendrick absolutely snubbed. When I was 6, I was watching Barbie. I was watching Barbie! Alright, Serena Deeb. I'm sorry. There you go. He took a hit like a champ. True. Shout out Joey Mercury, dude. Hope he's doing well. He might be a producer, honestly. He might still work for the WWE. I have no idea. Alright, we got 2 picks left. We got to make them count. Who's coming down to Monday Night Raw? Jillian Hall is not fucking coming to my brand. I don't care if we only have 3 other women and a women's championship to compete for. The most memorable moment of Jillian Hall's career is Boogeyman eating that fake mole off her face, which I was in the building for, by the way. I'm good. We're going to pass on Jillian Hall. William Regal. Lance Cade. We got Viscera. The world's largest love machine. We got Trevor Murdoch, who, my favorite memory, of Trevor Murdoch is when he is running down to the ring in the 2006 Royal Rumble, and Jerry Lawler says he looks like a big bottle of milk. That is my favorite memory of Trevor Murdoch. We have Vito. This is a great stream. We're literally at an hour and 12 minutes in, not even done the freaking draft yet. We got Snitsky. I could keep going off on tangents because I just saw a Snitsky clip the other day that made me laugh, but let's just get this draft done. Mark Henry. Snitsky just had Snitsky just had a Chris Van Vliet interview too. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I watched some clips from it. Seems like a good guy. Genuine guy. I think he said he visited Raw recently, was backstage, or maybe that was like a year ago. Good for him. Kid Cash. Psychosis. Underrated. Let me tell you, yo, a rebooking that we might do, because I've been thinking about this for years, is we might do like a 6-month, not necessarily week to week, but overall stories, pay-per-views. We might do like a 6-month run of rebooking ECW in 2006 when WWE brought it back. And I'm telling you right now, be prepared for the Psychosis push if we do that, because I fucking love Psychosis, dude. We got Chavito! Chavo Guerrero. I sing this guy's theme song probably once a week. Ooh, Chavo! Bam, 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 Chavo! Hardcore Holly. Paul Burchill. Don't even say Paul Burchill. We're not getting him. Matt Hardy. Virgin 1. Honestly, Matt Hardy's still here. It's kind of disrespectful. I feel like we need to get Matt Hardy just so he's not in free agency. Kali and Boogeyman. ECW, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. World's largest love machine. Jillian Hall is my mom's least favorite wrestler. W mom. W Carter's mom. Like, I'm not even trying to rag on her either, but maybe it's just fresh in my head because I just saw a quote, like, it might have been this morning or yesterday from Jillian Hall feeling like she's been like, oh, I'm disappointed ever since, like, Vince left WWE. Like, they don't ask me to, like, make appearances or anything anymore. And I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you because I'm sure you're a great person. But in terms of your WWE career, up there with the most forgettable, pathetic careers. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see, oh my god, Jillian Hall, she's in the crowd in Evolution. Like, I'm sorry. We're already pushing some of these, you know, older divas and being like, oh, they're a trailblazer, when they really didn't accomplish too much. And I'll give a lot of them a pass, because there are some great women that could really go and were staples of television for several years. But Jillian Hall, no disrespect is to her as a person, but she is not one of those people. See, VDR doesn't even remember who Jillian Hall is. There's a reason for that. No disrespect. I'm sure she's a great lady, but her wrestling career, obsolete. Boogeyman, Matt. I feel like Boogeyman and Matt Hardy just need to be our final 2 picks, right? You're having Little Caesars tonight? Bro, is Lainey still here? Because I'm pretty sure she just said Little Caesars was her favorite pizza the other night. And then right after said she doesn't like pizza, which is fucking whack. Matt Hardy at pick number 19. And the Boogeyman at number 20. And that will complete our draft. I'm not even going to bother with turning people babyface and heel right now, because I don't know what we're going to book, so let's turn Kane babyface. And everybody else I think we'll just keep as is for now, because I don't even know what we're going to book yet. Little Caesars isn't the best pizza, but I'd do anything for that crazy bread. Well, there you go. I'm so disappointed in you. Why? Who did you want me to get, Jack? Who did you want me to get? I can't believe that. Carter, I legitimately was laughing when I saw you say whatever, when you responded to that Kelly fan page the other day. Which, by the way, Kelly, I'll throw in there with the Tori Wilsons and other names where it's like, yo, your impact overall, in my opinion, it's not like you had a Rhea Ripley career, but you could go enough for the time. We're on TV enough. Like, I'll give you a pass. I would have, if Kelly was in the crowd looking hot as ever on Sunday, I would have been like, fuck yeah. But, like, I don't even remember what you said to that Kelly fan page, but I legitimately was like, LOL, that actually is funny. Chavo? Nah. Honestly, he'll probably still be there, so we could always pick him up eventually. Who's going to be? Now, it's got to be Lita or Triss, right? Somebody who actually is a legend of the industry. Tori as well. Who's going to be our first women's champion? I think popularity-wise, Lita's number 1 by a 1-point margin. So we're going Lita. Intercontinental Championship. Honestly, you know what? Fuck, why are we even crown? Let's just, we're going to crown champions. What are we doing? Crowning champions on our first show. Does anybody want to listen to the Vince McMahon voicemail? I've probably listened to this voicemail 157 times. That's honestly kind of sounds low. A hell of a lot of times since this game came out, and I got it for Christmas in 2006. Vincent Kennedy McMahon here. We're not doing it. Chavo would have been a great Intercontinental Champion. Chavo was pretty prominent on SmackDown at this point. All right, the only thing, we're going to go to options here. The only thing we're going to turn off is the title contention thing, because it's so ridiculous in this game. But we're going to keep everything else on. Injuries, superstar morale, everything we're keeping on. Besides, I want to be able to book whatever title matches I want. So that we're keeping on, or I'm sorry. That we're turning off. There we go. I keep doing that. Alright. Wait, what else? Oh, Superstar on. I'm sorry. Alright. April 1st. 2006. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We're 4 weeks out from Backlash, ladies and gentlemen. The question is, should we book some rivalries first? That is the question. We need to get some storyline writers in here. I'm going for the easy ones. Battle of the Titans. Give me David versus Goliath. Give me no... Well, I guess I'm getting the whole thing, obviously, but I'm just... Yeah, this writer's name is Nakamura. Did you ever notice that? Guy must have been a New Japan mark. Just spending some money here. Getting all these storylines. Alright. Now let's go book some rivalries. They wish that female legends got the same treatment as Goldberg, and I said Kelly. Oh yeah, and Goldberg's not even satisfied with how he went out on Saturday, which I kind of understand because like having anybody retire on a Saturday night's main event is ridiculous, but you know. Oh, dude, no problem. Go help your fam. Welcome back. You were there live? Wait, what are you do? Where were you live? What did I miss? Oh. What I've found out is depends on where you get Little Caesars from. Went to one before Raw, the night Rock destroyed Cody in March 2024 with some good pizza. Do you watch TNA? I keep up with TNA, but I don't watch Impact or anything. I need a little drink. We're gonna book some rivalries here. I really hope that Cena retirement match rumors of being at Saturday Night's main event are false after how they treated Goldberg. Mark said, how would you do a Goldberg retirement match? Listen, here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on the whole Goldberg. Excuse me. Here's my thoughts on the whole Goldberg retirement situation. I understand some people are very anti-Goldberg because he injured Bret Hart and forced Bret Hart to retire. What was it, 99, 2000, and he wasn't good in the ring, and he shouldn't have had all this success, and Vince put him over KO, and Vince put him over The Fiend, and all this stuff. Goldberg, dare I say, one of the most overhated of all time. We're not talking about a Chris Benoit situation here. We're not. We're talking about Bill Goldberg. And I understand he ended Bret Hart's career. You think he did it on purpose? No. And I absolutely believe Goldberg when he said that he's apologized a million times, and at some point he's gonna stop apologizing. Which is very true. Like, I would do the same thing. It's gonna be like, alright, dude, I've apologized to you 20 times, it's been 20 years, I'm not apologizing anymore. Like, blah, blah, blah. Didn't Edge unintentionally injure, what was his name, Droz? Back in the Attitude Era, and that dude was, like, paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his career, or for the rest of his life. Like, shit happens. It's pro wrestling. People get injured all the time. Freak accidents, all this stuff. And I'm not here to rag on a 25-year-old situation, but the whole Goldberg retirement thing, and some people being like, yeah, look at him, he's already complaining because the retirement didn't happen how he liked. Yeah, I would be kind of annoyed if my retirement from the professional wrestling industry went down like that too. I understand, this guy wasn't full-time for fucking 20 years, but let's not act like Goldberg isn't one of the biggest attractions that professional wrestling has ever seen. There's a reason he blew up in the 90s in WCW. There's a reason it was a big deal when he only spent a year in the WWE, but he was there. He showed up in the WWE in 2003, and he might have left in 2004, but he was a big-time player. It made waves. Goldberg was the top guy, and when he came back in 2016, same thing. Holy shit, Goldberg's back. There's a reason for it. And if my retirement matchup from this industry, when let's be real, Goldberg didn't need to come back and have any other matches. He has nothing to prove, but he wanted to have a one-off match and sail into the sunset. He wanted to do that. Cool. And Goldberg even did the honors. Put over Gunther. It was great. The match itself, I have no problem with. The quality of Gunther and Goldberg's match on Saturday, no problem with. It had like a 10-minute match. Goldberg hit him with the jackhammer, the spear, went out on his sword. Gunther's choking him out. Great stuff. Great little story. Got Goldberg's kid involved for the one spot. Great stuff. Nothing wrong with the match. And even throughout the night on Saturday, they did a video package highlighting Goldberg and his WCW run. They did another one a little bit later with this WWE stuff. Hyped it up all night. A lot of attention on Goldberg. The show is in Atlanta for Goldberg, basically. They basically booked this whole weekend in Atlanta just so Bill Goldberg can have his retirement match up there. But this thing still was on TV. This thing still had commercial breaks, which has been a huge problem with Saturday Night's main event since its return in December. It's a 2-hour show that feels like it's 80 minutes commercial. It's ridiculous. And then, right after the match, they cut to commercial. They come back, and Goldberg's in the ring with family and friends, and he's got a microphone. They let him talk for 20 seconds, and then NBC cuts him off. I'd be pissed too. I didn't have to come back and wrestle this match, but I did, because whether people like it or not, I am sure Goldberg does have an actual love for this industry, or else he wouldn't have come back in the first place. I don't think he needs the money. I think Vince paid him pretty fairly in his first comeback, his first comeback several years ago. But he comes back, he does this matchup, and WWE rushes it out in 3 weeks and puts it on free TV, Saturday night's main event. You couldn't even give this guy a PLE? An old pay-per-view? I'm sorry, man, but Goldberg, overhated for his entire career, disrespected by the company, in my opinion, this past Saturday night. And again, it's not like he's been there for 20... It's not like he's, had a John Cena career in WWE. It's not like he's had an Undertaker career in WWE, a Shawn Michaels, a this, a that, the other. I get it. But, like, even when Ric Flair retired for the first time in 2008... it still was on WrestleMania. It wasn't even the main event. It was just the middle of the show. You can go back and watch it. Flair and Shawn was like 5th at 24 in Orlando. But they gave everything time to breathe. Nice video package, entrances, incredible match that was the match of the year in 2008. Plenty of time for the aftermath. And then we moved on with the rest of the show. Even Flair, who a better part of his career took place outside of the WWE and WWF. NWA, WCW, all this stuff. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not saying I'm Goldberg's #1 fan, #1 supporter, but I like the guy. I've always been entertained. I understand you can't change, like, at the end of the day, it could have been anybody defeating Kevin Owens for the belt. It could have been Lesnar. It could have been anybody defeating The Fiend for the belt. That's a booking decision. You wouldn't be mad at anybody, you'd be mad at Vince, who made those decisions back in 2017 and 2020, whatever it was. But the retirement on Saturday for Goldberg, although the match was fine, I really did enjoy the 10-minute match. I liked the video packages they showed. The one they did a couple of weeks ago with the 3 Days Grace song, great. I do agree with Goldberg, and I didn't even watch all the clips or the full-length interview. I don't even know how much he said, but just going off the headlines that I did read, I'll be honest, I just was a headline reader here. But going off what I saw, he's a little bit frustrated, and I understand. Because if this was the retirement that I didn't need to have, but I did this matchup anyway, and WWE and NBC cut me off when I was just trying to have my small speech, yeah, I'd be a little pissed. You should have you could have easily put him and Gunther on a PLE. It could have happened in Saudi a couple weeks ago, and it wouldn't even had the main event. Could have been right before Punk and Cena. That's just me. That's just me. All I'm saying is, Goldberg, overhated. I'm not saying he's the greatest wrestler of all time. He even knows he's not the greatest wrestler of all time. But he was a fucking draw. A lot of people loved him. He didn't get to the top on accident. Hell, Goldberg had more supporters in 1997 than Roman Reigns did in 2015. I mean, come on now. I would have did it differently, but it is what it is. Is what it is. And yeah, don't even get me. If this is how John Cena's gonna go out in December, the uproar. There better be an uproar. I'll be furious if John Cena's last match is on a Saturday night's main event on NBC. Fuck that. There was rumors of them doing a PLE in December. Those have fizzled out. But there needs to be a premium live event in December. You've had like what feels like 6 since WrestleMania, and WrestleMania was at the end of April basically. So there's no reason you can't throw one in December, even though you haven't done a December PLE in a couple years. There needs to be a PLE, call it Ruthless Aggression, call it John Cena's final match, bring back fucking Armageddon or TLC or whatever. PLE needs to happen in December. John Cena needs to wrestle what is rumored to be Gunther, which I'm very happy with. That's a great final match. You could do him. You could do Braun Breaker. There's so many guys who Cena could put over who are going to be here for years to come on his way out. And that needs to be on PLE, and it needs to take up literally the final hour of that PLE. From the pre-match video, to long entrances, to John Cena's last match, which is obviously going to get good time, and I want to see a 15-minute post-match of Cena in that ring, the locker room emptying. If we get anything less than that, for what I truly do believe, this isn't me spewing what WWE spews. This is what I truly believe is John Cena, the greatest of all time. If we get anything less than that, I will be furious. That's all I got to say. I should have recorded that little John Cena rant, but I didn't. But we'll get it back. We'll cut it later. I'm blowing up. James said Goldberg, one of his all-time favorites. That was the D'Lo Brown powerbomb. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought Edge was involved in it, but yeah, it was D'Lo Brown. I heard Gunther is also retiring Cena. Yeah, that's the rumor. I'm cool with that, man. I like Gunther, and I think that's a perfect. I love Gunther. I mean, this is a perfect spot for him. Putting out a guy like Goldberg. One of the dogs just came in here. Putting out a guy like Cena. You know they're going to have a great match because Gunther's incapable of having a bad match. Him and Goldberg on Saturday just had a 10-minute solid fight. I think him and Cena's going to be good stuff. Yeah, so that's the Edge thing that I'm talking about, yeah. RDF said it in the chat. What's up, Jesse? Thank you for stopping by. And not to mention, Noah, that the casual thinks that match is over, so they are going to turn it off and not even listen to his speech because they acted like it was over. I know, they literally like went to commercial and then came back, and then 20 seconds later the show ended. It was like, bro, these Saturday night's main events, like, I'm glad they're back. They're a nice little thing every couple months, but like, it's a 2-hour show. It's 120 minutes, and all these Saturday night's main events have felt like you get 80 minutes of commercials. And I know it's probably an NBC thing, but like, bro, I'm sorry. Quit yapping, you got 30 minutes. Bro, I already said, dude, I'm gonna be a little late to Rivals tonight. I'm sweating in here. I need another shower. I'm not a Goldberg fan. I don't hate him either, but WWE did him wrong. And see, that's a very fair take. Saying I'm not a fan, but I don't hate him. I'm sure you respect. I respect anybody who steps in that ring and puts their life on the line. You gotta respect them, because anything can happen at any given moment. Facts. I'm preaching right now, dude. I'm cutting that Goldberg rant up into a clip, and you guys are gonna see it tomorrow. Make sure to freaking repost it on social media. Triple H just makes weird decisions. I gotta be honest, and I'm not trying to be a Triple H apologist, but I don't think Triple H has as much say in some of these things that Vince might have did. I think Triple H is strictly creative, and Triple H, unfortunately, is handcuffed a little bit by creative sometimes because of the other heads that are in the company. The Nick Khans, the other TKO people, the other businessmen. You know, Triple H is on record saying before this, even when he's running NXT, he doesn't want to have a pay-per-view freaking every month. He wants time to build stories and feuds and have these pay-per-views mean something. We've had like 4 pay-per-views every 3 weeks since WrestleMania. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a Triple H apologist. I'm not saying I love every creative decision he makes, but stuff like we saw on Saturday, your IWC trolls are going to blame Triple H, but anybody with a little bit of nuance, I think, immediately goes, this is a TKO problem, not Triple H creative problem, in my personal opinion. Book it for universe mode. Listen, if Goldberg gets added to 2K25, like out of nowhere, or if he's in 2K26, you best believe we will be doing a Goldberg one-off matchup. Don't you forget about it. It's not a Noah Nation GM mode stream without being 90 minutes in and no show yet. Hey. He's not wrong. We're having a good time, dude. We're having a good time. I've been sitting on this rivalry screen for 15 minutes. Maybe shower after Rivals, though, because Grayson's going to be there, so you'll be super sweaty. Facts, dude. You know, things do get pretty sweaty when we're all hanging out, so. All right. Nick, Mark, Eric, yeah. There's too many figureheads, dude. And listen, I don't think they're making a bunch of terrible business moves, having like a weekend shows in Atlanta and this. Like, I don't think it's terrible, but it's hard on creative, dude, to like keep things fresh and keep things moving and book these. Like, it's creative's hard, dude. I don't know. And speaking of creative, let's book some fucking rivalries. Actually, you know what? We should book our first show first, dude, and crown some champions, and then we'll do rivalries. I know we said we were gonna do it the other way, but all right, who's gonna be competing for the WWE Championship? Let's do. We got a full roster of 20, so let's do an old triple threat match. Give me your triple threat match in the chat right now. You guys see the roster? We booked it, or excuse me, we drafted it right in front of you. Who should be competing for the WWE Championship? Scroll through here while you guys put your triple threat matches in the chat. Have you booked your first show yet? No. Edge should be in the championship match. Still haven't selected rivalries yet. Listen, are we having a good time? Listen, shut up and dribble. I get it. I get it. Are we having a good time or not? I thought we were having a good time. We haven't streamed on the main channel in a while. We're chatting. We're getting some great clips for social media. Anyway. We're going to put Edge in this matchup. Angle, Taker, Ray, Serena, Mercury. We're going to go Edge, Kurt, and I feel like The Undertaker's got to be in here. There you go. Wow, look at that, Sean. We nailed it, dude. What's up, main event, Jalen? All right, Intercontinental. Actually, you know what? We'll put the women on co-main event, and we'll just do another triple threat because we only have 3 women on the roster. Lita, Trish, Tori, come on down. All right, World Tag Team Championship matchup. Who we got? I feel like we got to go Ray and RVD. Feel like we got to go Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam. And we can't do Rated RKO or Brothers of Destruction because of the main event we booked. So we got Eminem. We got Kane. We do have Kane and Big Show, dude. We do have Big Show and Kane. Big Red Monster. World's largest athlete. Kevin says Eminem. Alright. We'll go Mercury and Nitro. Intercontinental Championship. We're gonna go Intercontinental Championship one-on-one ladder match, dude. One-on-one ladder match. Who should be competing for the Intercontinental Championship on this show? We got Booker. We got Carlito. We still got Kane and Big Show and Kennedy and Hardy and Orton and Benjamin and Boogeyman and Umaga. Jack says Carlito. I feel like chat really wants Carlito. Carlito versus Randy. We do have Rey Mysterio as well. Oh, no, Rey's in the tag team title match. Excuse me. Carlito versus Randy for the Intercontinental Championship. Should we? Should we? All right. There you go. All right. So we're going to book a... We'll just book a one-off singles match. Wait, we didn't use RVD yet? Wait, hold on. No, I'm sorry. We didn't use RVD. That's my bad. No, we got Ray and RVD compete for the tag team titles. Tanner over on Twitch. Tanner, thanks for stopping by. Carlito versus Shelton. Randy should be fighting the winner of the main event. James, hey, no, I gotta go. Have a good night. God bless you, man. Always know God loves you. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. We love the big man upstairs. James, thank you for stopping by. Pleasure hanging out with you tonight. All right, we're gonna go. We still got Booker. We got a lot of big names, dude. We got a lot of big names on Monday Night Raw. All right, we're gonna go. This is hard. This is hard. You know what? All right. No. Fatal 4-Way. Big Show. Booker. Kane. Kennedy. #1 contenders. Fatal 4-Way. Winner gets a shot at either the Intercontinental or WWE Championship, whatever matchup seems better after we determine champions. And then opening matchup, for the sake of it, tables match. Now you know what? We ain't gonna book like a computer. We're gonna have build. We're gonna have build here. Matt Hardy. We're not booking like AEW. We're gonna go Matt Hardy versus Umanga. And then you know what? We could really make this. We can make this a 6-way. No, we don't have. Never mind. We don't have battle royals only on pay-per-views. We do have Boogeyman and Shelton, I believe, left over. So let's just get them working. You know, get them working on heat. Boom. All right, full send. Full send. Full send, baby. I keep putting down my controller too hard in this friggin' old-ass 360 controller that I've had since 2011. The same Xbox. I've been using the same 360. The nice, the black one that came out in 2006. 2006, I'm playing the game. 2011, I think is when I got this. Was it? Yeah, because I got it when WWE 12 came out. Alright. We're going to simulate Shelton and Boogeyman, obviously. Boogeyman! I gotta wait till OBS catches up. It's always the second behind. Boogeyman defeats Shelton Benjamin. Alright. Matt Hardy versus Umanga. Hold on. We're hitting record. We're making this clip. We're going to be streaming a lot more because I want more clips. Alright. Alright. First Raw of the season. April 1st, Oklahoma City. We're on the road to Backlash. We're kicking things off. We're building. Matt Hardy and Umanga on paper may not be the greatest match in the world. I mean, quality-wise, it probably would be a hell of a matchup, but GM mode-wise, probably not going to do us a lot good. Not going to get a lot of star ratings, but we're building here. Matt Hardy versus Umanga. Who's going to pick up the victory? The victor is going to be Umanga, the Samoan Bulldozer. Wouldn't mind the return of TLC 2015. All In was too long. It was like Mania 35. Yeah, I didn't watch. I'm just not an AEW guy, man. Listen, I know some people, and it's not a territory. I'm not one of these, you know, you gotta pick a company and F the other one. I'm not one of those guys on social media, but I think WWE's just been ingrained in my life for 20 years. I'm just a WWE guy. I like watching WWE. When it's good, I want to enjoy it. When it's bad, I want to talk about it and think about how it could be better. And I don't know, I'm just not emotionally invested in AEW, so I didn't see All In. What's up, WWE Masters? Welcome back. Next up on the show, we got ourselves a Fatal 4-Way. Big Show, Booker T, Kane, Mr. Kennedy. Winners getting a shot at either the IC or the WWE title. Depends on who wins those titles. Later in this episode of Raw, we'll see what matchup is better depending on the winners and whatnot. The winner of this Fatal 4-Way, however, the world's largest athlete, well, it's the Big Show. I kind of hit that. By the way, I know I have Twitch alerts up, but if they've come up on screen, I have not probably seen them. So if anybody followed on Twitch during this stream, thank you very much. I can't hear any sound alerts, obviously, but if anything popped up, thank you. I can't do so the thing about GM mode back in the day is battle royals are one of the matches that were reserved for only pay-per-views, like battle royals, Hell in a Cells. I want to say Last Man Standing too. Some of the matches that were exclusive to pay-per-views back in the old school GM mode. Next up on the show, we got ourselves an Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This is a rematch from Unforgiven 2006 when Randy Orton snatched Carlito mid-air. One of the earliest mid-air RKOs that I can remember. Rematch from then, non-title, or I should say vacant title. Somebody's leaving Oklahoma City as the Intercontinental Champion. Is it going to be Carlito Caribbean Cool, or is it going to be the Legend Killer? It is going to be Carlito taking down the Intercontinental Championship. Orton, he was climbing. Carlito came from behind, backstabber off the ladder, hustled up, barely took down the beautiful oval Intercontinental Championship. Carlito, the new Intercontinental Champion, April the 1st in Oklahoma City. I know, chat should be popping huge for this Carlito victory, dude. You guys wanted it. You guys wanted it. I was like that from 96 to 2019. Now I watch WWE, AW, TNA, and I started watching Old Ring of Honor. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I used to watch TNA like pretty consistently for a couple years. I was heavy into the independents from like 20... I mean, I started watching in a little bit in 2010, 2009, but by 2011 to like 2014, I was heavy into the independents, dude. But still, during all that time, I was still watching Raw every week. You know, there's a couple years where I wasn't really tuned into SmackDown because it wasn't all that important. You know, like 2014, 2015. But, I don't know, just a WWE guy, man. What can I say? Always have, always will. All I can say. By the way, anybody watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like. Anybody watching on Twitch, I don't even know if anybody is watching on Twitch, but if anybody's watching on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. And guys, go follow me over on Twitch. If you have a, to the YouTube chat, I'm going to drop my Twitch link. If you got a Twitch, even if you don't use it that often, I'm trying to grow my Twitch, so feel free to be reconnecting. Hold on here. Hold on here. We're still live? Alright, I think we're good. I think we're back. Did it crash for a second? Are we here? Are we good? I think we're good. I think we're good. Still says I've been in live for an hour and 47 minutes. Still live. Alright, let's go. Carlito winning broke the stream. Big pop, let's go. Quick lag. Yeah, that was weird. But that was like, I think, our first lag all night. Yo, shout out, yo, YouTube. You got everybody on YouTube better say thank you, VDR, because he sent me the exact Ethernet cable I needed, so now we can have silky smooth streams. Instead of Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, it's Mr. Twitch Mod, VDR. Everyone in YouTube chat better say thank you. Alright. Next up, in Oklahoma City, Rey Mysterio, RVD. Remember that double leg drop they used to do? I think they called it the 420. Or, no, I'm pretty sure it was called the 420. Rey Mysterio and RVD versus Eminem, Johnny Nitro. Oh, whoa, I don't want to simulate all the matches now. Hold on here. I'm trying to set the stage for the fucking clip. Take it from the top. Got you, bro. Yo. My guy, you're getting a couple thank yous in the YouTube chat right now, VDR. AAA, Mark, VDR, W. Carter. You know Carter. Alright. As we were saying, I'm trying to set the stage for the clip. World Tag Team Championships. Oklahoma City. RVD and Rey Mysterio versus Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury. No Melina because she got drafted to SmackDown, but MNM is in the house in OKC. Who's leaving? The World Tag Team Champions. The winners, Rey Mysterio, you see him back there, and Rob Van Dam. New World Tag Team Champions, April the 1st in OKC. You love to see it. We have a living room full of people that want to see you play a match. Is my girl Adria in the house, dude? I'm going to start blushing, dude. I'm going to start blushing. Robbed? Who got robbed? Eminem? I can't. I say it so MNM. Oh my god. Doesn't matter. That one rival stream was rough. It was, dude. We had a couple of rough streams before we figured out all the connection and stuff. All right, next up, triple threat match for the women's championship. We got Lita, Trish Stratus, and Puppies herself, Tori Wilson. Who's leaving Oklahoma City, the home of the Thunder? The home didn't the Thunder win the NBA title this year? I'm not a basketball guy, but I'm pretty sure they did. Who's winning the women's championship? Tori Wilson never won the gold. Maybe tonight is where she gets it done. I gotta wait for OBS to catch up. Tori Wilson picks up the W, dude. W's in the chat for Tori Wilson, the GOAT. Yo, Carter, she's a trailblazer, bro. She's a trailblazer. Tori Wilson, the new WWE Women's Champion. Let's freaking go. Did you watch Raw last night? I did watch Raw last night. It was one of the best Raws all year. That, the Raw after WrestleMania, probably the two best Raws all year. Thank you, Mr. Twitch. Thank you, Mr. Twitch Mod. VDR says Bad Dog in the YouTube chat. MNM. I know. I'm sometimes just saying it too fast, and I fumble over my words. Why is Stacy Keibler not in this match? I don't know. Stacy Keibler's not in this game. She was gone in 2006. I think she either got released or left in 2005. So she was gone by 06. Lita got robbed. Look at all those W's in the chat. Yo, shout out Tori Wilson. We love you. Over here on the No Nation Gaming YouTube channel. All right. Main event. We got another triple threat match on hand. WWE Championship. You got the rated R superstar, Edge. You got the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. And you got The Undertaker, the Dead Man, the Phenom. If Kurt Angle wins this, just prepare your ears. All right, let's see who's going to win this championship. Oh, The Undertaker won. The Undertaker. I was about to go, yeah, really loud, but I got to save it for when Kurt Angle gets a big victory down the line. But The Undertaker, the Dead Man, the Phenom, that don't play video games in my locker room. No flips, just fist. The Undertaker, the new undisputed WWE champion. That's how you kick off week 1 of GM mode Monday Night Raw and SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, the best WWE video game of all time. My personal favorite. If you disagree, oh well. That's how you kick it off, though. That's how you kick it off. Big pop in the Twitch chat for The Undertaker, best in the biz. Best in the biz, baby. Tori W. Alright. That was a hell of a show. Hell of a show. Look at this. I love that it brought you to WWE.com immediately after a show. Look at this. This is legit how WWE.com was pretty much set up back in the day, dude. The youngins just don't know. The youngins are like, oh, I get my news on Twitter. Bro, you weren't around for when I was a kid and it was like, yo, you're not watching every single pay-per-view. We're not spending $50, $60 a month for every single pay-per-view. So what did you do? You waited on your Sunday night, or sometimes I would see it Monday morning. Most times I would see it Monday morning because I'd be sleepy on Sunday night. But first thing, pay-per-view's over, before school, or maybe it's the summer, so I did stay up. You're going right to WWE.com. You're checking the results of that pay-per-view the night before. And this was essentially the layout. Obviously a little bit different because this is a video game. But, dude, kids just don't know. Dude, I remember Great American Bash, July 2006. Rey Mysterio defending the championship, the world championship against King Booker. And being like, dude, I was the biggest Rey Mysterio mark. Obviously. I mean, I got his shit back there. Favorite of all time. I was like, dude, I'm staying up, I gotta see if Rey Mysterio retained this title or not. Turned on WWE.com. I don't know if the picture of Chavo hitting Rey with the chair was first thing, but I know King Booker holding the world title was first thing, like basically where The Undertaker is right here. And I was like, no! He lost the belt! Oh, man, good times. The youngins just don't know. A victory for Chris Benoit. Fans are tuning in to watch show. You always start out slow in 2007. You always start out slow in 2007. The days when each match had its own photo gallery, simpler times, bro. Bring me back. Like, WWE.com's still a thing. It's active as all, just like it never, it never slowed down. WWE.com's still there. You know, I basically just use it. Elliot, I'm sure you do too, to grab some renders off of sometimes, or I'll just find them on Google, but you get the point. And you know, but it's just not the same. You don't really need it. You don't really need it. I'm currently booking for my Universe Mode stories right now and watching at the same time. Hell yeah, Mark. Love to see it. My GM needs this pizza? What? Like, this stream needs some pizza pie? Nah, dude, I got some beef and broccoli frozen that I'm gonna throw in a skillet in a little bit, and I'll eat that. Jim Ross, low on cash. Well, yeah, I know I'm low on cash. We just started, JR, okay? JR, wringing my neck over here. All right. 2.5 stars. You start out slow. You know, you got to build up some popularities. You got to kick off some rivalries. You guys can't even see. There you go. 2.5. Nothing too crazy. You had 2 3-star matches. I'm sure SmackDown probably had like a 5-star banger already because that's how the computer works. 4 stars for Triple H and Mick Foley and Cena Batista. I mean, you really can't argue it. But, you know, they just be putting their guys through the ringer. You know, backstage brawl, steel cage. Look at that. There's no... write some story. Yeah, SmackDown over here just booking shit. Write some story, dude. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. All right, let's kick off some rivalries. Wait, all right, so our champions are Taker, Ray and RVD, Carlito, and Tori Wilson. And who won that #1 contenders? Excuse me. Yeah, right here. Big Show. So Big Show's either getting a shot at The Undertaker or Carlito. Who's it going to be? What do you think? what do you think about steamed broccoli? That's the first thing I see when I look over at my chat. Pizza. Wait. What am I missing? Carter? What am I missing? I ain't stripping RVD and Ray of the titles. They just won them. Oh, the Power 25, dude. That's in this game, bro. I used to look at it, it didn't even mean anything. It was just this WWE.com, like, just for fun. Here's who ranked in the Power 25 this week. Oh, good times. Gonna handle a few things before other stream starts. VDR, appreciate you hanging out, dude. I will see you soon. I will probably be playing some rivals in a little bit, so I'll see you then. All right, does Big Show work Taker or Carlito? Because he earned a shot. I'm giving it to him. Big Show is a babyface. Carlito is a heel. Taker, we would probably need to turn. So because of that, and I just want to get a feud started, I think we can get something better for Undertaker. We'll go Big Show and Carlito. We're just doing a little 3-week rivalry. Nothing crazy. Superstars of the Power 15. Oh, all right. You know what? We might be turning the rivalry thing off, too, because that's going to hinder us. Yeah, fuck that. Trying to book over here, dude. Got freaking TKO interfering with my booking. Wait, I thought the rivalry... Power 15... Top 10? Who can... Oh, well, I think it's just specific to the Hungry Challenger feud, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, we'll use this for something else. Who's going to be Undertaker's first feud? It's got to be a heel. We got Edge, Kennedy, Orton. Obviously, we could turn somebody, but Backlash is in 3 weeks, so I just want to get somebody into a rivalry with Taker. And then we'll start turning people face and heel when we have like 7-8 weeks until Vengeance. 14 weeks. So that will be like 10 or 11 once we're done with Backlash. Google says it means a lively and exciting quality or style. often associated with energy, glamour, and flair. An informational term used to describe something that has captivating appeal. Okay, like what? Am I missing something, Carter? I feel like I'm bringing my best today, dude. Energetic. We're having great conversation. What do you want from me? Za, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by. Kennedy. All right, dude. Mr. Kennedy, gonna run it with The Undertaker. Champion doesn't qualify. What do you mean? He's the WWE champion. Is he not? What do you mean the champion doesn't qualify? Bro. My GM mood needs the the pizzazz. Yo, I'm stupid, dude. Cause originally, hold on, let me scroll up here. I thought whatever your first message was, I thought I thought you were putting an extra Z on the pizza, and I was like, I don't want any pizza right now. I mean, I'd eat it, but I don't eat it. You know what it is? I haven't used or heard the word pizzazz in a long time. You're clipping all that? Cool. Send it to me so I can clip it into something shorter, and then I'll put it out myself. Hey, we're trying to grow the channel, man. I need hits. All right, they're saying fuck Mr. Kennedy. Well, the champion doesn't qualify? Like, I don't. No, but it'll let me do Taker and Orton. It'll let me do Taker and Orton. Fuck it, dude. Orton's getting a shot at the belt. What a stream this has been. I'm having a great time. Can we still book? We need something for where's David versus Goliath at? Will that qualify for Big Show and Carlito? I'm not sure if it will. No. Carlito, it needs to be a cruiserweight. Which I think I only raised the only cruiserweight on my show. No respect. Clean Superstars is to qualify. Why? Against all odds. Superstars to qualify. They just really don't want me to book Big Show versus Carlito. They're like, bro, you're nerfing yourself. All right, #1 contenders feud. Kurt Angle versus. We'll see if we can put Kennedy in this. They're nerfing me, bro. Like, I don't. What's the problem? All right, so who's in the top 10? Let me go check. But is it my top 10 or the overall top 10? Ray, Taker, Angle, RVD, Carlito, Orton, Booker, Edge, Umaga, Tori Wilson. Kennedy's number 11, of course he is. And Big Show's right there. That's hilarious. Let's see if we can book Umaga versus Kurt Angle. All right, little first time ever. Would have been a hell of a matchup back in the day. There we go. All right. #1 contenders feud. Kurt Angle versus Umaga. Taker versus Orton. Well, let's just run that. Let's just run that. All right. Here we go. Advertising promo. This is how you get a little money back, you know? And then, you know what we're going to do? We're going to book a massive. Can they coexist? Main event. Umaga. Well, I don't know why anybody wouldn't be able to coexist, but we're just, running with it. Umaga. And Randy Orton versus Undertaker, Kurt Angle. Dude. the time we're done with this show, Tony Khan's gonna be even TK's gonna be raving about the ratings, bro. Why is the tracking back on? I didn't turn that back on. I want the camera to stay in one space. Cheating girlfriend storyline is wild, bro. They were like, what can we do? Edge and Matt Hardy. Oh man. Thank you to everybody who's watching on Twitch right now. Handful of people. Appreciate you guys. And thank you to everybody who's watching on YouTube. It might be a little bit behind, but it says we got 44 people watching right now. Thank you guys very much. Be sure to drop the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. All right. You know what? We're still going to run Carlito and Big Show, even though it doesn't want us to. Big Show earned his shot. I'm sticking to it. Shout out Paul White. All right, Ray and RVD. Let's go. Jesus, what just happened? Malfunction there. Over. Ray. RVD. Do we run Eminem again? You know what? We can run Mercury and Nitro. And because we're telling stories here, this is where we'll up the ante. This week, Tornado Tag for the World Tag Team Championship. And then maybe next week, maybe a one-on-one, maybe something else. Maybe we'll do a ladder match or so at Backlash. We'll see. We'll see. Next, we're going to go single. Tori Wilson, accompanied by Trish. The baby faces have each other's backs here against Lita. Bro, just give me my Wrestling Observer Booker of the Year award right now. Who's here, man? Everybody check in the chat. Who's here? Say hi, put an emoji, do something, become a channel member, do whatever you want to do. Thank you to everybody who stopped by thus far. It's been a fun stream. Let's keep it going. Alright. Edge. What's Edge got going on? Edge versus Matt Hardy. Both lost matches last week. Both lost matches last week. We're writing stories in our heads out loud because we can't do this all in the game. Edge versus Matt Hardy. Both trying to bounce back from a loss last week. Fatal 4-way. Benjamin, Boogie, Booker, Ken Kennedy. Didn't even use Kane this week. All right, you know what? Let's change. Hold on. Let's change this up. We'll go tag team match. The Freaks, Kane and Boogeyman versus Booker and Kennedy. It's baby faces versus heels. Honestly, this is like that tag match right there is straight out of some SmackDown 06, 07. Like Kane and Boogeyman, I could have swore definitely teamed up sometime there and then on an episode of SmackDown. So, just saying. All right, and that'll be our show. That'll be our show. That will be our show. Byron's still here. Still here. Love seeing the old GM mode. Brings back great memories. Ah, me too. Me too, brother. If I was a wrestler, I think my role would be a heel, says Byron. He's going 1-on-1 with The Undertaker. I'm pretty sure Ray and Rob were champions together. Oh, yeah, they were. 2004. And then I'm not sure what the plans were up until RVD got injured in the early part of 2005. And obviously missed the entire year, but which is a shame, man, because 2005 was a kick-ass year. I can't imagine what RVD would have done that year if he was good to go. Just bought some Noah Nation Gaming merchandise? What? Hold on, now I gotta check, make sure you're not capping. I don't get email. They never send me emails. Oh shit! Get a load of this guy, dude. There it is. Yeah, shout out Sean Stapleton, who just ordered this t-shirt right here. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. Merch linked in the description box down below. And I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. Sean, thank you very much, man, for that extra support. Goes a long way. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Universe like no other. Give it a little 360. Give you a little twirl here. Noah Nation Gaming on the back. Sean, thank you very much. I remember growing up playing this specific SmackDown vs. Raw on PSP. Dude, I always wanted a PSP and I never got one. Already is with the awesome singlet. Facts. I was like 7 to 12 playing it. Close this curtain right now. Oh. Close the old curtain. Dude, stretch it out. Dominic Mysterio had a PSP. That's some SmackDown 2005 lore for you, bro. Being 21 now feels so long ago. I feel you, dude. I feel you. All right. We're getting into this. It's week 2 of Monday Night Raw GM mode on SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. It's April the 8th. We are in West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, to be specific. Kane and the Boogeyman, an odd couple. The Freaks teaming up against Booker T and Mr. Kennedy. Kane and Boogeyman won the match. Next up, both men, they lost last week. Edge lost his match. Matt Hardy lost his. Rivalry reignited. Who's gonna build some momentum on Monday Night Raw? Big win for old Matt Hardy. Version 1. This isn't Matt Hardy version 1. This is Matt Hardy, I Will Not Die. But he beat Edge. Edge is a little bit ice cold right now. The Rated R Superstar might need old Lita in his corner to help get him back on track. Lita, speaking of the devil, versus the women's champion Tori Wilson. Trish Stratus, the baby faces watching each other's backs. Trish in Tori's corner. Let's see if it's going to benefit Tori or if Lita's going to pick up the victory. Lita does indeed defeat Tori Wilson here. You gotta imagine she just earned herself a women's championship matchup against old Tori Wilson. I mean, that's just how it goes, right? And Dom was playing GTA San Andreas. Dude, what a legend Dominic Mysterio is. 20-year vet. World Tag Team Championships. Tornado Tag. It's a rematch from week 1, but now we're upping it to a Tornado Tag. RVD and Rey Mysterio defending the gold against Mercury and Nitro. Who's taking home the championships? RVD and Rey Mysterio retain the titles against Eminem. I'm sure this was a banger matchup. We didn't see it because we simulated it, because that's what simulation is. We don't see it, but tag team titles staying where they are, and I'm sure they lit Charleston, West Virginia ablaze. I'm sure this match was awesome. I didn't mean to say ablaze while talking about RVD, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. 420. Just a coincidence there. Just a coincidence there. September 15th, 2006 was the last episode of SmackDown on UPN that it went to CW, and now in 2025, NXT is on the CW. Kids don't know about SmackDown on UPN, man. Just a different time. Just a different time. Next up, Big Show. He earned himself a championship matchup. We said it might be The Undertaker, or it's going to be Carlito. We're giving him Carlito for the Intercontinental Championship. This is a Judgment Day 2005 callback for my Ruthless Aggression historians out there. Who's taking home the Intercontinental Championship? It is the Big Show! Only a 1-week reign for Carlito. You gotta imagine, he ain't gonna sit well with old Caribbean Cool. He's gonna want to bounce back. He's gonna want to get that championship back. But if he wants to get the title back, he's gonna have to go through the 7-foot-tall, 500-pound Big Show. Yo, did I hit that, dude? Because I feel like I hit that. It's not gonna sit well with me. It's not gonna work for me, brother. That's what Carlito tried to say when he sat down at my desk this week when we were going over the show, and I said, hey, Mr. Caribbean Cool, you ain't the booker. I am. Give me my Wrestling Observer Booker of the Year award already, bro. Big Show and Carlito, bro, numbers. Nonetheless, in the main event, we got champions and challengers clashing here. The Samoan Bulldozer, Umenga, as well as the Legend Killer, Randy Orton, taking on the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, and the undisputed WWE Champion, the Phenom, The Undertaker. Who's taking home the victory? It is going to be Umaga and Randy Orton. Orton is going to face Undertaker at Backlash, building some momentum. Umaga and Kurt Angle duking it out for who's going to be the #1 contender. After Backlash, Umaga and Orton scoring the victory. Big momentum for the heels at Old Charleston, West Virginia on Monday Night Raw. I'm blown up. I'm blown up after that performance, bro. Best of 7 series for the Intercontinental Championship? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh, Big Show, new champion, making headlines on WWE.com, bro. Making headlines. Everybody loves the Big Show. What can I say? Raw rating a 2, SmackDown a 3. Yeah, these fans are fickle. They don't know, dude. They don't know. Carlito should bring back his bodyguard, Jesus. Dude, we should get Jesus in here. We should get Matt Morgan in here. This guy ran through a couple of bodyguards within like a 6-month span. Matt Morgan was there for the Judgment Day 05 match. Unfortunately, neither are in this game, but Randy Orton, 3 stars. Carlito might need a heavy, dude. Carlito might need a heavy. It's alright, dude. We're Raw fans and ratings might be a little down, but once we hit Backlash, dude, it's going to be game over. It's going to be game over. So 2.5 stars for everything but the main event that gets a 3-star. We're building, guys. We're building story. Of course, SmackDown leaves 2 empty slots, and then they go ahead and get a 4-star banger. With a hardcore match, you know? Just have a straight-up wrestling match, alright? None of this freak show garbage. So far, the rivalries looking hot. Matt Morgan should have been more. He had a nice little run for a few years in TNA. Haven't watched it in a long time, but I'm pretty sure him and Kurt Angle had a pretty good match at was it Bound for Glory 09? Haven't watched it in a while, but last time I watched it, whenever it was, I remember enjoying it. Everything's going good. Everything's going good. Check these superstar morales. Everybody's surprisingly happy so far. Everybody's surprisingly happy so far. A little bit of fatigue. We're seeing a little bit of fatigue, but we did have a couple of stipulation matches, but nothing crazy. Who's fatigued? Just Carlito. Yeah, I mean, he did. Oh, him and Orton at the ladder match. That's what it was. I was trying to think. Him and Big Show just had a normal match, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, guys. I think this is where we are going to end the stream tonight. I'm going to go refuel. I'm going to shower up. I'm going to eat. And then I think go follow me on Twitch. Just type in No Nation Gaming. You're going to see the same logo, but in green. Go follow me on Twitch. I may be live playing Marvel Rivals in just a little bit. Not sure if I'm going to stream on my other channel here on YouTube as well. But go follow me on Twitch if you just want to hang out and see some more of me tonight. But this has been a hell of a stream. A lot of fun. Some great numbers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I'm super grateful. You know, we have not done a lot of streams in a while here on YouTube, but we're going to get back to them. We're going to keep this 07 series going, and then once we do a year of 07 GM mode, maybe we'll jump to 08, or we'll go back to 06. And I want to throw some season. We got a lot of stuff coming on the channel. Season mode, going to be talking some IRL, WWE, Universe mode heating up. A lot of good stuff coming on the channel. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, join, drop a like, all that good stuff. And thank you to everybody who stopped by. Our mods, Jack, Carter, and Elliot, over on YouTube, VDR, over on Twitch. Yeah, I think we'll definitely do a season mode eventually, Kevin. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We'll try to pick somebody different too, because it's the same storylines for the most part. But like, there's a SmackDown one, and there's a Raw one, but we'll pick who we're gonna be. But yeah, hell of a stream tonight, guys. I already gave you the good housekeeping, so thank you to everybody who showed up, supported, and stay tuned. We'll probably stream some more GM mode probably sometime this week. I don't know when exactly. Maybe... No, it probably won't be tomorrow. Probably Thursday. Probably, maybe Thursday night or Friday night. I don't know. Just stay tuned. You guys will figure it out. Go follow me on all the social medias, all the good stuff. I will see you guys very, very soon. Peace.